welcome to the announcement of the nominees for the 2015 Arqiva Commercial Radio Awards, celebrating the very best of UK commercial radio, brought to you in association with Absolute Radio. I'm Rob Beckett.
And I'm Sarah Champion, and we are thrilled to be presenting these exciting nominations. It'll be your first Arqivas, right?
Yeah, it is my first, hopefully not last.
Pace yourself, that's all I'd say.
I won't. We'll be done by 9:30.
You're about to find out who's in the running to pick up one of these prestigious awards, and this year we'll be shortlisting 5 nominees and then announcing bronze, silver and gold winners on the big night on July the 8th at the Roundhouse. These awards are organised by Radio Centre and are now in their 20th year. We are proud to have Arqiva as our headline sponsors once again, as well as many other sponsors, including 7 Digital,
GES Radio Intelligence,
GTN UK,
Ipsos Mori,
IRN,
NDL,
NRS Media,
PPL,
PRS for Music,
Pure Digital,
RCS,
Real World,
Roberts Radio,
Sky News
and ViewQuest.
Yep, that was all right.
Yeah, that's all good.
This is the 5th year the nominations have been announced online, and a huge thanks to the team here at Absolute Radio for making this happen. For those of you in the newsrooms, we are also transmitting the audio version of this down IRN Channel 1, the bulletin line courtesy of IRN. And for those of you out and about, you can also follow us on Twitter, #Arqivas.
So I guess we should get on with it, really.
Yeah, I'm always on Channel 1.
Always. I'll get on with announcing this year's nominees. Any of you on breakfast shows will be desperate to leave the building, so we'll try and keep this brief.
Okay, let's start with the sales and marketing categories. First up is the Marketing Award. The nominees are Classic FM Interactive from Classic FM, the Free Radio Phantom, Free Radio, the Piccadillys from Key 103, Punching Above Your Weight, Metro Radio, and Stand Ups at Breakfast, Absolute Radio.
Hey!
Is that, thanks again, is that me? Because
That's awkward.
I can't win it.
Yeah. Next is the Local Sales Team of the Year, sponsored by NRS Media. The nominees are Capital Scotland, Radio Borders, Radio Clyde, Smooth North East, and XFM Manchester.
Now on to the National Sales Award, and the nominees are Masters of Man Time with Just for Men, Absolute Radio, Go Think Big from Bauer Media, StubHub, #GigEnvy, also from Bauer Media, Jingle Bell Ball with Morrison's from Capital FM, and Xven FM from XFM. Right then, that's the first section complete. Now it's on to the programming categories. Chatty banter if you wish. That's in brackets, isn't it? Lovely dress.
Thanks.
Move on.
Let's start with the Breakfast Show of the Year with a TSA of under 2 million, sponsored by Pure Digital. The nominees are Capital Breakfast with Matt, Polly and Geraint, Capital, South Wales. Big John at Breakfast from Hallam FM. Jack's Morning Glory, 106 Jack FM Oxfordshire and Jack 2. Keith Clarkson at Breakfast from Radio Borders. And Mark O'Sullivan at Breakfast from Touch FM.
And on to the Breakfast Show of the Year with a TSA of over 2 million, sponsored by Real World, and the nominees are the Christian O'Connell Breakfast Show, Absolute Radio, Tim Leoru, More Music Breakfast from Classic FM, Sam and Amy, Gem 106, Heart Breakfast with Jamie and Emma from Heart London, and XFM Breakfast with Tim Cocker from XFM Manchester.
Okay, next up is the Feature of the Year, and the nominees are Auschwitz, A Survivor Returns from LBC, Kid in the Car, Fourth One, Lady Week from Heart Sussex, Live Music Thursday, Absolute Radio, and Save Someone's Christmas from KMFM.
Okay, let's move on to the Single Programme or Broadcast of the Year, sponsored by Roberts Radio, and the nominees are
Back to 94 from XFM Manchester, Behind the Curtain, a Royal Opera House special, Classic FM, The Clark Carlisle Story from Absolute Radio, the LBC EU Leaders Debate, LBC, and Referendum Live from Clyde One.
Now on to Specialist Programme of the Year, and the nominees are Andy Durant, The Electric Playground from Kiss Fresh, Breaking Bands, Team Rock, Night Owls from Metro Radio, Rock and Roll Football, Absolute Radio, and Saturday Night at the Movies from Classic FM.
Okay, moving on to the Social Action Initiative Award, and the nominees are Brighter Rider from LBC, Cycle for Life Challenge, Viking FM, Make Some Noise from Heart London, Street Angels, Key 103, and Thirsty Kirsty, Dogs for the Disabled from Bamboo Sound.
Now it's over to the Station Imaging Award. The nominees are Capital Extra, Saturday Night at the Movies from Classic FM, Global's Make Some Noise, Kiss FM UK, and the Smooth Radio Network.
Right, and the last one in the programming section is News Coverage of the Year, sponsored by IRN and Sky News. The nominees are Bob FM, Hertfordshire News Team, Free Radio News, Global's Newsroom Scotland, Global's Newsroom Wales, and Hallam FM News. Now on to a brand new category, Innovation of the Year, sponsored by 7 Digital.
And the nominees are Composed from Classic FM, Bin Weevils Partnership, Fun Kids, Jack to Control the Music from Jack 2, Project Banana, Absolute Radio, and Share Radio. Okay, so halfway through now. Well done to everyone who's been nominated so far. Let's move on to the People Awards.
First up is Presenter of the Year with a TSA of under 2 million, sponsored by ViewQuest. The nominees are Brian Moore, Metro Radio, Jordan North from Rock FM, Mark and Twiggy, Stephen Karen, also from Metro Radio, and Trevor and Caroline from 106 Jack FM, Oxfordshire.
And next, it's the Presenter of the Year with a TSA of over 2 million, sponsored by Ipsos Mori. And the nominees are Christian O'Connell from Right Here at Absolute Radio, Clint Boone, XFM Manchester, Frank Skinner, also from Absolute Radio, John Holmes, XFM London, and Nick Ferrari from LBC.
Okay, on to Programmer of the Year, sponsored by RCS. The nominees are Paul Gerard, Heart and Smooth West Midlands and Capital Birmingham, Tony Morey from Absolute Radio, James Rea, LBC, Andy Roberts from KISS, and Gary Stein from Heart London.
Right, then on to the Unsung Hero of the Year, sponsored by GES Radio Intelligence. And the nominees are Lisa Bailey, Absolute Radio, Pat Broom from Smooth Northwest, James Craddock, 106 Jack FM and Jack 2, Sally Elkington from the Lynx FM group, and Rihanna Povey from Capital Northwest and Wales.
And the final category in the People section is the Ali Booker Memorial Award for Journalist of the Year. The nominees are Lauren Jones, Global's Newsroom, Wales, Laura Pennington from Hallam FM, Tom Swarbrick from LBC, Mickey Welch from Metro Radio, and Gillian Whelan from Global's Newsroom, Scotland.
Right then, let's move on to the Advertising Awards, brought to you in association with the RAB.
First up in this section is Advertiser of the Year. The nominees are British Gas, IKEA, and McDonald's.
And next, it's the Media Agency of the Year, sponsored by GTN UK. The nominees are Cara, MEC, Mediacom, OMD, and RadioWorks.
So now it's on to the 2 music categories, sponsored by PPL.
First up is the award for artists whose first entry into the PPL Top 100 Most Played Artists on Commercial Radio was during 2014. It's the PPL Breakthrough UK Artist of the Year, and the nominees are Clean Bandit, Ella Henderson, George Ezra, Rixton, and Sam Smith.
And next is the PPL Most Played UK Artist on Commercial Radio. The nominees are Calvin Harris, Clean Bandit, Ed Sheeran, Queen, and Sam Smith.
Interesting there to see Sam Smith and Clean Bandit nominated for both Breakthrough and Most Played Artist. I think it's the first time that's ever happened, but this is my first Arqiva, so I could just be making that up. Now on to the final 3 nominations, the ones you've all been waiting for. It's the Station of the Year categories, all 3 sponsored by PRS4 Music.
And first up is the Station of the Year with a TSA of under 500,000. The nominees are Isle of Wight Radio, North Sound 1, MFR, Radio Borders, and Radio Plymouth.
Next is the Station of the Year with a TSA of between 500,000 and 2 million. The nominees are Clyde 1, Forth 1, Hallam FM, KMFM, and Metro Radio.
And the final category to be announced is the Station of the Year, with a TSA of over 2 million. The nominees are Absolute Radio, Classic FM, LBC, Planet Rock, and Smooth Radio UK.
That's it. Congratulations to all of the nominees.
The awards ceremony is on Wednesday, the 8th of July at the Roundhouse, hosted by Heart London's Jamie Theakston and Emma Bunton, where we'll also announce the Arqiva Gold Award. The evening kicks off around 6:30, with the awards being presented around 8:30. We'll then wrap up with the after-show party from around 10:30.
So that's it. Good luck to all of you and see you there.